most people can withstand a hard boss for a certain period of time, right? And most people in the venture world are thinking, okay, if I got 2 or 3 years, I'm willing to be just abused because I got these options. And I'm thinking, and then the boss feels the same way because they have the options. It's okay to treat them like kind of dirt. Um, and it's all about the money anyway. Um, I'm just curious, like, do you think that that model really does win? In other words, flipping it the opposite way, the same scenario where you have an exit, does treating people with integrity, responsibility, forgiveness, and compassion, do you think actually outpace, pressure, money, all that kind of stuff? I mean, there's a book the book that a lot of our research is based off of is called Return on Character. We named the fund after it. And they show the CEOs that demonstrated these four characteristics outperformed leaders who were the opposite by like 5x as a return. But it wasn't in the venture world, So I'm just, I always wonder.
I think so. I would say a couple of things. So one of those is I think we have to be careful not taking the extreme examples, the outliers,
Mhm.
as the rule, but being willing to accept that those are often exceptions, not the
Mhm.
rule. And then I think the other thing is we have to be really careful that we don't caricaturize individuals. So I think a great example of that is Steve Jobs. I think most people, average American, you would ask like, what was Steve Jobs like as a leader? They
Mhm.
would say he was, a dictator, despot who just ordered people around, were super mean, treated everyone like garbage, and just ruled with an iron fist. But then if you actually read the best accounts of his life and you read a lot about how he led, especially the changes he made from like first round at Apple to second round at Apple, Pixar, the people he surrounded, like you realize that he has been just made into a caricature of we've
That's
taken this
interesting.
first round of Steve Jobs and he really wasn't that same person. He like learned, he matured, he developed, he honed down some of those rough edges. Um, and so I think you see that like often those people are, you know, characterized, or if they truly are a jerk, I think there are some who truly are just horrible people, or not even horrible people, but just really bad leaders. Like they just do a
Right.
lot of things wrong. I think they're not the rule. And so when I look at like building businesses that I want to last and be around for a long time, I think in most cases, you're much better off. Simon Sinek has a thing about, the power of building great teams around people who are maybe not quite as talented, but who are really easy to work with, who are honest and have integrity and ethics. And talks about how the SEALs build teams that way of like, we don't just choose the most talented operators. We choose the people who are really talented, but who are also really easy to work with and collaborate with. And um, I think there's a lot of data that's out there that shows that people who are happy at work, who enjoy being at work better. And I've built
Yeah.
our businesses around those principles of like, we don't have drama, we don't point fingers, we don't have politics, and we get a lot more done with a lot less people, often than our competitors because we just work to get rid of those things. So